There is a particular quality of human experience that most people have felt at least once, and almost everyone is quietly starving for. It is not the experience of being listened to. Listening is common. It is the experience of being truly heard, of saying something real about your inner life and sensing that the person across from you has genuinely received it. That what you expressed has landed, has registered, has mattered to them in some way that goes beyond courtesy or obligation. That for a moment, you were not alone inside your own experience. If you have ever had that experience, you know that something happens in the body when it occurs. A kind of settling, a release of held breath, a warmth that moves through the chest. What you may not know is that this body response is not incidental. It is neurological. And the science of what happens in the brain during genuine human understanding is now specific enough to begin explaining why the absence of this experience is so costly, and why its presence is so profoundly healing. Neuroscientist Uri Hasson at Princeton University has conducted pioneering research on what he calls neural coupling, the synchronization of brain activity between a speaker and a listener during genuine communication. His research demonstrated using fMRI that when one person speaks authentically about their experience and another person listens with genuine attention and comprehension, the neural activity in the listener's brain begins to mirror the activity in the speaker's brain across multiple regions simultaneously. The two brains, his research showed, effectively come into resonance, and the degree of that coupling directly predicts how well the speaker feels understood and how significantly their stress response decreases in the hours following the conversation. The implications for health are significant. Research published in the journal Psychoneuroendocrinology showed that older adults who reported having at least one person in their life who truly listened to them had measurably lower cortisol levels, stronger immune responses, better sleep quality, and significantly lower rates of depression than those who lacked this experience, regardless of the total number of social contacts they maintained. It was not the quantity of connection that predicted well-being or longevity. It was the depth of it. The felt sense of being genuinely known, not simply surrounded by others. For many adults over 60, the experience of being genuinely heard has become rare, not because the people in their lives are uncaring, but because life has narrowed. Relationships have contracted. The cultural scripts around how older adults are supposed to present themselves, with positivity, with gratitude, without burdening others, actively discourage the kind of authentic sharing that makes genuine understanding possible. What research led by Dr. Carl Rogers at the University of Chicago established decades ago, and what neuroscience continues to confirm, is that the experience of unconditional empathic listening produces measurable reductions in anxiety, inflammation, and cortisol, regardless of whether the content being shared is resolved or resolves. You do not need to be fixed. You do not need to have the right words. You need to be heard. If this video resonated with you, take a second and hit that like button. It helps more people find this content when they need it most. Subscribe so you never miss a new video, because every week we bring you research-backed insights to help you feel more like yourself again. And if you know someone who might need to hear this, a friend, a parent, a sibling, share it with them. Sometimes the most caring thing we can do is pass along the right words at the right moment. I'll see you in the next one.